So here's another question on my list of questions related to Europa Universalis. I've got a Spanish conquistador along with a military detachment that's landed in this coastal province of Costa Rica. And you can see here the native symbol has a 10 next to it, indicating that in each of these provinces in Costa Rica there are 10 conscript infantry, medieval era technology conscript infantry natives, should I wish to attack the natives or use the conquistador table. What I'm not sure about is how these native forces work. The instructions have a couple of different elements to them. Towards the beginning of the instructions, where they're just describing the map, the rest of the world stuff on the map, it talks about here within each area on the rest of the world map there's a native symbol with a number next to it. This is the force strength of natives contained in each province of the area. Which makes sense. When you go here to the annexes and look at the it's under not countries without, the countries without diplomatic markers section. It talks about the Americas down here, which is your natives of North and South America. On the rest of the world map, gives you all the typical stats applicable here, just like any other minor power. Talks about for the basic forces use natives detachment counters and natives army, no reinforcements. Force content, army plus composed of infantry only up to the number of natives in the area. Now the area is going to be, in this case, Costa Rica, which is this collection of multiple provinces. You've got this province here, and that province that the conquistador is on. You can see the red borders here on either side denote the area of Costa Rica. So there would be, if you sum up the total of those three provinces, you'd end up with 30 total infantry comprising the total forces here up to the number of natives in the area. Detachments of 10 infantry maximum. It says conquistador table usable in all cases. The particular cases down here for the Aztecs, they'll have 300 strength points. And there it says the natives' forces are made of 300 strength points until the capital city of the minor is captured. Once this is done, the natives' value per province is reduced to 10% of this value, i.e. 30 per province. That makes me think, because if you look over here, you can see the Aztecs have a 300 next to their little guy. Does that mean each of these provinces in Azteca has 300 strength points, or is it just one army with 300 points total defending Tenochtitlan? I don't know. The instructions just aren't clear on that. It seems to say that at the beginning of this that it becomes 30 per province. Value per province is reduced to 10% of this value, i.e. 30 per province. Does that mean then that there was 300 per province and that each province is reduced? I don't know. That seems like an awful lot. You're dealing with thousands of strength points at that point. So the logical description to me is that 300 strength points total for all the provinces, and then it just becomes 30 per province after that. However, back to the issue that I've got with the forces in Costa Rica, there it would mean that there's 10 infantry per province for a total of 30 maximum. Now, what I'm not clear on in terms of activation of natives is when I enter a single province in an area and I choose to attack. Well, first of all, when I enter a province in a single area, does that activate all of the natives in the whole area or just in the province that I entered. That I'm not sure about. If it activates the natives in the whole area, do I have to put those natives on the map as 3 detachments of 10 infantry each? Or could I put like a single army, here in this province that has all 30 strength points in it? I'm not clear at all on how you would actually distribute native forces. This doesn't give you any help. It simply says you can create an army up to the number of natives in the area. What it doesn't say is when do those natives become available. Is it only if I attempt to attack them? Is it only if they attempt to attack the military forces that have landed there? Can I shift them around, to create detachments or merge all the detachments into a single army? I'm not sure what this is. Native forces are never recompleted. I don't know if that means reinforced or what exactly. So I'm not sure how to resolve this particular issue. I'm leaning towards, just from a logical standpoint, leaning towards making those of activating all the forces per province in the whole area, as opposed to just doing it province by province. So when you because discovery is done by province. So I have not discovered all the provinces. I've not discovered all the provinces of Costa Rica yet. I've only discovered one of them. But I think it will activate the natives for all 3 provinces, because otherwise it seems like you could just go through and wipe out each province bit by bit. And I don't know, maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why natives would be easy to destroy. You can just go through by province until you've cleaned out a whole area of natives. So maybe that is how it's supposed to work. In Azteca, it was just a weirdly worded situation where there'll be one army that has 300 guys in it in Tenochtitlan, and you will make your way there. I really don't know. Something I might go out and check on the internet, see if I can find anything that addresses that issue with controlling natives.